Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. My name is Michelle. And today I have got a custom order for 2 of these propagation holders. And I figured I would do another spoon, but in black and red, because when I had done my other one, it was a black and white, and somebody was like, oh, maybe a black and red one. So we're going to try a black and red one. And I have had no problem. I use that spoon holder all the time. I put my hot spoons in it, and it's fine because they're not that hot. So I'm going to go ahead and divide some of my resin up. I ended up making 8 ounces each. And then I'm like, I don't think they're going to take 8 ounces each. So I've got some cups. We are going to I'm going to try to scrape some of this down, and I'm going to use one of my new paddle things and see how that works. Oh, this works really good, guys. Oh, this works so much better than the sticks. All right, I'm gonna get the bottom, and I'm just gonna put it, and what I did is I reused this container from last time, because in my original one, I have got glitter in there, and I've got to really take the time to get the glitter out of there. So I am going to mix up some colors. I'm going to put this 4 ounces in the Let's Resin debubbler just while I'm mixing and separating my other colors, so that that one at least starts. So that way we can split some of this up. So she wants this blue and the tanzanite, but I also pulled out the blue ghost because she wants them blue. And let's see, I'm gonna do like 5 ounces and 5 ounces. And I know we're gonna probably have some left, but I at least want to get it separated so that it doesn't start to flash cure on me. And that's 4 ounces, but it's spread out thin, so hopefully, because what I want to do is, I'm just going to flip these over. I want to mix my colors, and then I want to put it into the debubbler. So that is my plan. So this is the eye candy in the Suco blue. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. My spelling sucks as bad as my math, guys. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so let's do one. Let's just see what we get with this blue. And then I will pop them into the debubbler. But I want to get a nice... So I think what I'll do is I'm going to put some crushed crystal And this one, I got a hair. Let me just get a piece of paper towel and just want to see. All right, I'm gonna have to get a different stick because I really can't tell what the color is because it's all over my stick. So this is the Let's Resin epoxy resin. All right. Let's see what we kind of get for. I think I am going to add a drop of I'm going to put a drop of the black. I did pull out 2 other blues, just because I know she wants like a dark blue, like navy. Let's do another drop. Do 2 drops. Don't want to overdo it, but I know I want to darken it. One more. I know she doesn't like a bright in your face kind of blue. Let's see. Put an azure blue in there. Start with 2 drops of that. I just want to tone that down just a bit. I mean, if I don't get the blue right, I can just redo them, but I think that is starting to look more of like what she wants. Yeah, definitely 2 or 3 more drops of this, and then we're gonna be good. Okay. And then we will get our other one mixed up. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Okay. And I do want to put a little bit of crushed crystal in this one. So I'm just gonna put that little bit. Just to kind of give it a little bit of sparkle. Because this one is the one she's going to hang in her window with her plant in it. So a little bit of sparkle is gonna be just She doesn't mind a little bit of sparkle, but she doesn't want too much. So, all right, I think that's going to be good. And let's get the other one mixed up. And then we will pop those two in the debubbler and work on our spoon one while these are debubbling. All right, so I'm gonna use like a good chunk to start with. Because last time this, I don't know, to me it didn't look blue. So I wanna see what it's gonna look like, you know. Okay, so this already has like a blue swirl. But I am gonna put some of the ghost blue in there because that will give it a little bit lighter. And we definitely need more. This one, I think she wanted a little bit more on the transparent, on the opaque side. Because this one she's going to hang on her wall. Oh, and for those of you that watched yesterday's video, the UV jewelry, the reason that the pink diamonds and the red hearts were not in the pictures is because I broke them. I drilled through the hole on one of the hearts and on one of the diamonds. Let's see, I got them right here. So I drilled right through the hole. So I'm gonna have to make another one. And I did the same thing on the diamond, the little triangle. So yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm done. All right, so this is, it's called Blue Ghost, or Ghost Blue. I got it on Amazon. I believe it is in my Amazon link under extras. So just look for that. If it's not there and you want the link, put it in the comments and I will get the link for you. All right, we're definitely gonna need a little bit more. I'm really liking that swirl. So I think it's gonna give it like a two different color swirl, a dark swirl and a lighter swirl. Okay. And we'll see. It looks kind of black on there, but I guess we'll see. If you don't like the color, I will just make another one. I do have a bunch of blues, so that's not a big deal. All right, so I'm gonna take my debubbled resin out and we're gonna put those in. And we'll start debubbling them. So this I'm gonna break up in another cup because I'm gonna do let's see here. So it's 2.5. So I'll do a little bit more of the black than the red. And I just pulled out the red pigment paste and my black pigment. So we will give this one a good squirt. I definitely got to get more paste because I like the finish of the paste versus the mica powders. See how crystally shiny that is? That's kind of what I really like. That's a really pretty red too. All right, so we've got the red. So let's do the black. And again, this I just got on Amazon. I don't even know what kind it is. All right. Let's give this a little wipe down. I was going to bring it upstairs and wash it, but I wanted to be able to make it tonight, so I'm just doing the cheap method and using my good old finger. Let's see if I can just pop this inside out. Just to make sure that I've gotten everything out of there. A piece of resin and a piece of pink glitter. And I don't even have any pink glitter out. There we go. All right. And I should have cleaned the outside first because that's where I'm picking up all my crud. Okay. So let's give this a good soaking, and we're gonna get this poured. I really like this red. And we're just gonna do like the swirl. And if it runs together, you know, it is what it is. It'll just look really dark, you know, like a dark cherry. Okay. So we do have some swirl there, and I'm not going to put these in the curing machine or anything. I'm just going to let them cure overnight. So we can put these aside. I'll just put the sticks in them because there is still a little bit in there. And then I still also have 4 ounces here. So I think we're going to have a more than enough, guys. Holy smokes. Really? Is this how my night's gonna go? So this can use a little bit more. You can get that nice and domed. All right, I'm gonna let that sit, and then I'll put some more red. I think it can use just a little bit more red. All right, so our other resin is done. I could have left it a little bit longer, but it's starting to get warm. So I need to get my little plug thing in. All right, and this time I'm making sure that I have it locked in there good, because when I did them in the mix to mold, one of them was not in there securely, and it was a mess. Well, not a mess, but it made life so much more difficult than it needed to be. Okay, so let's just get one. I'll put this one over here so that I can push that one back. And let's... Oh, man. I'm gonna have to mix some more. Crud. I'm thinking 2 ounces. So I might as well dump. So that will be 7. Well, we might not have a ton of extra. All right. Let me get the other one stirred up, and we'll get the other one poured where that is 8 ounces in here, and it's getting warm. So I want to get that poured in before it starts getting too thick. So hopefully now we have enough. Wow, I guess they did hold 8 ounces each. I was like, there's no way they can hold 8 ounces each, because that's what I had mixed up for them, but they must hold 9. All right, so let's get this mixed up again. Don't need as much of that because I don't have as much resin. And we're gonna put some azure blue. And we're gonna put a little bit of black. And hopefully they're just gonna kind of blend together, the colors. And we need crushed crystal. Just wanna make sure that those edges have no bubbles clinging. So I will have a little bit of trimming to do, but that's fine. To try to mix up another like 1 ounce and try and match it, it's, yeah. And by then that's already gonna be getting sticky, so I do wanna just kind of blend those together just in case they don't blend on their own. So yeah, I gotta stop trying to push the envelope with like 2 or 3 cups of resin. I guess, you know, do one at a time. But I'm like, oh, it's just pouring colors, you know, not too big of a deal. But it starts getting hot quick. So this one actually has a tad bit more in it than the other one. And I don't dare add the black or anything to it because it's going to hamper the color. So let me just get this kind of pushed out of the way. And again, I had my little Susie bug waiting because I figured, you know, I'm using glitter. I'm gonna have glitter everywhere, and I didn't need it. All right, just pop any bubbles that I made. So let me, since I have a little bit left, let's see, I can do one of these. And one of the ones that we didn't mold today. Well, we might not have enough to do let's start with one. Let's see, because it's getting thick. So let's do this diamond shaped one here. And I want it to be like black and red. Okay. And, I guess I had more than I thought. No, we'll just do I am loving these new jewelry molds, guys. I really am. Maybe because it's more kind of like the style that I wear, that I'm enjoying them more. I don't know. But I am really liking these new molds. These are into resin. They will be in the description below. And then I can always fill them up with like some clear UV resin. I guess we'll do this little diamond one. I'll get the red in first and see where we're at. It's getting thick, so I want to get it in the mold. All right, let me just take a okay. So hopefully, so I have a little leak right there because it keeps making a bubble. So see that bubble coming up? So I'm wondering if there's an actual rip in that mold. So I'll have to watch that. And I need something small or thin. That's not going to take a lot. Could have done some earrings, but it's getting too thick. And I'm like, yeah, no. I'm probably better off trying the bigger sections. And I'm just gonna get that in there, and then we'll get the black in, and I'm gonna swirl that one because I don't have a ton of black left, but I think I can scrape enough to give us some sort of something in here. At least for it to go all the way around. Oh yeah. Ah, there. Talk about scraping to the last little bit. And then we're just gonna and we'll just see what happens, how it looks. Alrighty, guys. So is there a bubble there that I'm not seeing? Yes, there is. So I guess it's probably a good thing that I left room to do a back coat, because if we have bubbles that come up there, once I go upstairs, I'm not gonna know. So yeah. All right. So I guess that is it for this part of the video, guys. And I will be back on demold, and we will see what we're going to do with the front of these. Alrighty, guys, I'll be back. Okay, guys, I am back. These are cured. I have my extras just finishing up in my light. So let's do the spoon first. So it does look like some of the red showed through. I just don't know how much. So let's take a look. I think more showed through than I thought. Oh, but I got like a weird spot, which is in the mold. I've used this mold so much that, so I do have to trim this. Let me get some alcohol down in the handle here so we can, oh. There we go. That slides out so good in this mold. All right, let me get a paper towel here and clean this. So it's got some red, not much. More on the back side than the front. But yeah, I'm going to have to get a new mold because this one it has been used. So there are like a few little micro bubbles, but you can't even feel them, which is weird. But yeah, overall, this came out really good. I probably should have put maybe a little bit of white in between the black and the red. I think that would have showed up more. But yeah, there's some dull spots on here. So I think what I'll do is I'll just spray seal this with the 2x clear. So I'm just going to use this deburring tool and trim the edges down. So I want to try the other spoon. Went a little too deep there. Oh well. I want to try the other spoon mold that I have, but I got to bring it up and wash it because the last time I used it, I had the mixed mold in it. So, yeah. All right. So let's get this one undone. And I'm hoping there are no bubbles, no micro bubbles, no nothing. I think this spoon mold is one of the molds that I've used the most out of all of my molds. Oh, pretty. I'm so glad that I did add a little bit of the black because it definitely is like a navy blue. So let me just work this out. That is pretty. So I do have some trimming, and I'm just going to use my Dremel with the buff pad. Just that way there I don't get any lines. I don't get any weird whatever. And see this one. This one was the one I was nervous about because it looks more like a dark gray than a blue when you're mixing the color. But by adding, oh, I am loving this. I am so glad that I mixed in the ghost powder with it. Look at that. She is going to love this. I'll just pull this little plug out. I do have a little that is gorgeous. Like that one didn't have any on the top. Okay, we definitely had success with these two pieces. So this one here is the one that is a little bit more translucent, and she's going to have this hang in her window. Before I put the hooks in, though, I just want to find out what she wants to use for like a hanger, so I'll know which size eyelet to put in. This one she's going to put on her wall, so this is not this one's not as big of a deal. And I don't even know if I want to bling these. I was thinking of doing like a flower maybe in one corner with the rhinestones. But let's see how they look with the tubes in them. Look at that. That is stunning, guys. She is going to love it. All right, so let me put these back in the bags. That way they stay nice and clean and scratch free. Okay, let me grab, because I can place these on before I actually glue them down just to see how they're gonna look. Just to kind of give them a little bit of a bling. So my thought was doing a big, like a big stone in the center. And let's see, maybe this size around it. I might have to use my tweezers on this just to kind of dry place them. Come on. I do this all the time, and I never have much of an issue, except for when I'm trying to film something. All right, let me just, I know I have a new pair of tweezers in here. Let me just, oh, that's where all my other tweezers went, was in there. Let me just try this one and see. There we go. I guess I'm gonna have to take some time and clean these. Something like that is what I was thinking. Where it's gonna be, you know, flowers in there. I like that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I don't think I'm gonna do all four corners. I think I'm gonna do 2. All right, so we used 3, 6, 7 stones. Come on. One more, and then we can kind of place them. I like that. It's just a little something, not a ton, which when the sun maybe hits it, it'll give a little sparkle something. And I was thinking about doing a different pattern on this one. I think I'm going to do the 4 corners like that on that one. I think that'll be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them into place, and then I will slide them off, you know, just to the side, and I'll put my drops of glue, and then I can just pick them up with the pencil right on there, and I will kind of know where they're already sitting. So I like it when I'm doing something on like a flat surface like this, because I can pre-lay out my design without it falling everywhere or putting it on and then trying to clean the glue off. Come on. And then we need the other 4. Come on, flip over. Thank you. Oh my gosh, they're giving me a problem. Yeah, all right. My goodness gracious. Yep, I like that. Just a little, not a lot. Okay, so let me get my liquid fusion. And hopefully my tip is not clogged. Nope, good. All right, so I'm gonna just slide these kind of out of the way. And I'm gonna put a dot there and the middle dot, so I can get my first 2. All right, so then I got this one. There we go. And slide those over. Do the same thing. Get that one. Get the middle one. And that way I don't try to put the bigger one where it doesn't belong. Come on. There. What do you think, guys? Just gives that little bit of sparkle. I'm gonna let that dry. And let's get this one done. Yeah. You know, sometimes you can go overboard when you start blinging things out. So I try to, you know, keep that in mind when, especially when it's for a customer. And I know she doesn't mind some bling, but she doesn't like a ton of it. So I think this is just the right balance. And then once she has her little plant in her you know, in her thing, it will, because I was thinking maybe doing all around here with the bling, but I don't want to until I talk to her first. I'll send her the pictures of these, and then she can let me know if she wants me to add any more, you know. But yeah, I think these came out so good. So I will get you guys some final pictures, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. I almost forgot to show you guys the extras. My goodness. All right, so I ended up squeezing out as much out of the containers as I possibly could. And this one here had some bubbles. This was like the last of my squeezing. So I back coated it, but I haven't top coated. I'll take the clip off and top coat it, but I wanted to get it done so you guys could see what they came out like. So these ones came out really, really good. Look at that. So that is the the black and red, and I did back coat the back just with some UV resin, and I got something sticky on this one. There we go. So yeah, so that is one of them, the black and the red. And this is the other one, the black and the red. And I just put pinch bales on them. And then this was just the red one. And that's kind of like a swirl. And then there was a little bit of clear and a little bit of that blue, and I just kind of mixed them together and made this one. So yeah, there. Now I will get you some final pictures. Bye, guys.